Hi, I'm Bob Musano with Siemens Clamp-On Application Engineering, and this is going to be a video on setting up the liquid table for the hydrocarbon oil meter. Now, from the main menu, you're going to want to go to Setup, Sensor, Oil Table, and we're going to set up the oil table from this menu. Under the calculation method, you want to have both viscosity calculation and density calculation checked. The temperature for viscosity 1, this is your reference temperature for the lower temperature of your liquid's viscosity. In this case, it's set to 32 degrees, but it could be set to any other temperature based on the customer's requirement. And this is temperature for viscosity 2, and this is the higher of the two temperatures that the customer will give you as a reference temperature for viscosity. And this is the reference temperature for our density. In this case, it's 60 degrees F, and it usually is in most of North America. And the standard pressure is roughly 14.7 degrees, 14.7 psi. The next step that we have to take is to determine what the corrected sound speed of the liquid, which is currently in the pipe. And that number is referred to as the liquid end. So I'm just going to jot down, we have product flowing inside the pipe, which is running roughly 1495, 1496. Right now, the meter thinks that the API, based on the liquid end, is 19.8, 19.9, somewhere in that range. Now, I've been told by the customer that the actual API is 22. So this is a little bit off, and I'm going to show you how to correct this. So I'm going to want to navigate back to the liquid table. Or oil table. And locate where it says edit the oil table. And I have to pick a number from the indexes which are listed here. Looking at the table provided, index number 9 is closest to our liquidant, which is 1495. The factory value for index number 9 is 1490. Let's take a look. This will be good for my lower value for this liquid. Each liquid, I like to create 2 entries. One which is roughly 5 digits below the current liquidant and 5 digits above the current liquidant. So here's index number 9, and there's the liquidant 1490. Now, we always like to make 2 entries for a liquidant. 4 or 5 meters per second below our target, which was 1495, and 4 or 5 meters per second above 1495. So for our first low value, 1490 is perfect. The liquid identifier can remain as number 9, but we need to calculate the reference density, and the reference density will be in kilograms per cubic meter. Now, the customer told me that the API is 22, so I'll have to use this calculation to come up with that density as kilograms per cubic meter. So our new value is going to be 921.8. And that is set. Now, this product happens to be fuel oil, and it's up to the customer to tell us what the viscosity is at reference temperature number 1 for viscosity number 1 reference and viscosity number 2 reference. And then we would enter those numbers in. Now, I know from the provided table that my K0 and K1 coefficients are as follows. K0 is 186.9696, and K1 is 0.4862. And once those two are entered, there's nothing for you to enter for K2, and then we hit next. And the oil table has been successfully updated. So we'll hit the right arrow. We'll edit once more. We'll enter number 10, since we had just did number 9. If you remember, number 9 we set to 1490. The actual liquid end is 1495. So let's go 5 above 1495 and make this an even 1500. The liquid identifier remains the same at number 10. And we have to edit this to 921. .8. The viscosity again for number 1 and number 2, the customer needs to give us. The coefficient K0 is correct for fuel oil, which is 186.9696. K1 is 0.4862. And again, we don't adjust coefficient K2. And we hit next. Now, I kept these entries in order, but in case we did the entries out of order, you'll want to sort the oil table. And I will save the oil table. And the oil table has been successfully uploaded. So if I go back to view number 1 on the main screen, the API should be correct as per the customer's number, which it is. Okay, I hope you found this video helpful and informative. And if you have any other questions, please contact us at technical support.